Good morning, I hope you're doing well. I don't know if you can hear in the background the hum of generators. It's always fun on Erev Yom Tov to have no electricity. So let's hope that Hashem gives us power, not only in the ESCOM sense, but the power to be able to stay positive in these trying times. You know very well that I put things onto social media to poll public opinion. So when the president said that they'd open places of worship, I asked the question, do you think it's a good idea to reopen shuls? And the overwhelming response was, it's crazy and premature. And I have to be honest, I'm a little bit ambivalent about it because on the one hand, I'm itching to get back to shul and to reconnect with the community. The virtual space is nice, but it doesn't work for everybody, and it certainly does not replace human contact. Much more importantly than that, it doesn't replace the spiritual experience of shul. Now, I know, obviously, that Judaism does not rely on the shul in order to exist. I mean, we know that. This is going to be our second Yom Tov now at home, and we can do it just fine. In fact, you'll see the email and WhatsApps that I've sent out include a whole lot of resources that you can use to have a very meaningful Shavuos at home. So on the one hand, we're good. We don't have to rush back to shul. Let's rather wait until we're safe. On the other hand, I've seen people hanging out at Motherland Coffee. I've seen people congregate on the corners, officially on their jog, masks off. I've heard stories about family and friends gathering at parks, kids and adults together, no masks. We know that everybody is rushing to be able to buy alcohol and go to the hairdresser. Why is shul last on the priority list? I think that that's something we really have to think about. So on the one hand, it's important, I believe, for us to say shul should be priority. Our soul's well-being is at least as important as nails and beers. On the other hand, it's probably the only place that will remain a place that prioritizes the safety of people and life over everything else. So I think the jury's out. It's not an easy one. We're still waiting for the government regulations anyway, so we don't even know what they expect of us to be able to open shuls. The rabbis have had meetings yesterday and will have more meetings after Yom Tov, and only then we'll chart a course forward. And I'm pretty confident that in the same way as we got the world's accolades for how we closed down before everybody, I'm sure that you can trust our rabbinate to be responsible in how we're going to open up. Please God, I really hope that it's going to be sooner than we expect, not because we're rushing to open shuls, but because, please God, the infection numbers actually start to drop. It is Shavuos, it's the holiday of the giving of the Torah. It's a special time to reconnect to Hashem, not just to remember what happened once upon a time that He gave us the Torah, but to reconnect and to recommit. So in this context, if we're not going to shul, at least we should want to go to shul. That would be a way that we reconnect. I think there's great resources out there. If you're not going to stay up all night, because it is really difficult to do so, at least learn something extra tonight, and certainly make sure to learn, or at least to read the 10 Commandments together with your family tomorrow. It is Yom Tov going into Shabbos, so you're supposed to make an Erev Tafshilin this afternoon, and there is Yizkor on Shabbos. Have a wonderful Yom Tov. Please God, it is meaningful and uplifting, and please God, we soon enough are able to be together in good times. Stay safe and stay sane.